This is Sierra Dalzell, and I'm presenting you my topic of correction, professional misconduct, and responses. One of probably the most serious conducts among correction professionals is sexual misconduct. It's one of the most worrisome issues, and also one that has a lot of research behind it that I came across. Here's some graphs I came up with. On the right here, you'll see sexual abuse findings. This is just overall, and it found only 10% that were reported were actually true, and that info comes from the article Fear of Rape Behind Prison Walls, and then staff involvement in it. In this study by the Department of Justice found that staff was involved 48 times with reporting. Here are some warning signs that you can look out for sexual misconduct, including lack of empathy, need to insert power/control over others, tendency to be around more attractive inmates, treating inmates without respect, and getting others to cover their unethical behaviors. And that information is from Management Response to Sexual Misconduct Between Staff and Inmates. And some of the responses that are currently in play with addressing sexual misconduct is acknowledging the problem of it, as well as removing staff members from situations so they do not get worse, and disciplining, which includes firing, letting them go, or suspending them without pay until they investigate, as well as more preventative measures such as training, tools for behavior, which you train your staff members how to behave around inmates, and responses to as well. Also, rotation of staff or inmates so that staff are not always around same inmates, which would reduce the amount of abuse, as well as putting tracking systems of employee behavior to see how often they're getting reports against them and such like that. And that is from preventing staff misconduct in community correction settings. Another kind of misconduct issue that kind of came out in my research was overcrowding. As we know, that has become a serious issue in the last decades. It has caused more misconduct. And kind of short on this, it's just what we can do to make sure that there is no staff misconduct with overcrowding is watching for signs of strain among the staff, as making sure the staff feel supported and heard, knowing that they kind of have their management there to help them if they need, and as well as making sure we watch for changes in staff behavior and the overall demeanor behavior. And this is from the consequences of prison overcrowding. Ethical courses. Another one I came across about kind of responses to misconduct was ethical courses. It was one of the most common ones, both with criminal justice students and as well as people already in the job field. The kind of one I came across kind of wanted to give two ethical courses, or that ethical course would cover two things. One, making sure the ethical foundation is laid, understanding ethical theories, and another one, applying those ethical theories to your related field, what you want to do in the justice world, whether that's corrections or policing, or more on the maybe even lawyering, which we've all covered in class. I feel like we've probably really understand that from our class this semester. And this is from ethic courses that impact on the values of ethical decisions of criminal justice students. use of force misconduct. This is probably also one of the more serious ones, along